in the third quarter. Pittsburgh leading 6-0. Roethlisberger, here's an end around. Martavis Bryant looking for a seam. He's to the 40, up the middle of the field to the 45. Drake Kirkpatrick having trouble catching up. Down the sideline to the 30. And Drake Kirkpatrick saves the touchdown as he knocks Bryant out of bounds at the Pittsburgh 20. And Dre is not getting up. It's a 44-yard reverse for Martavis Bryant.
Drake Kirkpatrick with that left quad injury. Bryant does a good job of jump cutting away himself, and Drake Kirkpatrick putting his head down, just trying to run Bryant out of bounds.
So he got to the first down marker, and Jeremy Hill has re-entered the lineup for Cincinnati. Good news.
Very good news, and I'll tell you, the injury to Ben Roethlisberger has had a huge ripple effect on this defense. There is no doubt about it. They are playing back on their heels now. They're rushing 4 and dropping 7. They're not even blitzing like they were.
Back to throw, gets rid of it. He's got a man open.
Yeah!
Wait for time.
Yeah!
And makes the catch.
Yeah!
Near the numerals at the Pittsburgh 34-yard line. He more than makes up for the drop with a magnificent leaping catch before Will Allen could touch him on the ground. 18 yards on 3rd and long.
Nice job by Bodine and Hill picking up the blitz. A.J. McCarron stood in there tough.
Now McCarron drops back to pass again.
A minor AC damage, obviously. They must have shot that bad boy up. Better football through better chemistry. I'll tell you, I think he took the needle, and he's got some painkiller going in that right shoulder. That's one tough Cowboy.
Here comes the kickoff from Nugent. The rain coming down hard. He boots an end-over-end kick that is going to bounce about 3 yards deep in the end zone and bounce right through the back. Wheaton did not try to catch it. So Ben Roethlisberger returns. Nope, it's Landry Jones. Roethlisberger's on the sideline, but he is not returning to the field. It'll be Landry Jones at quarterback for the Steelers with 5:12 to go. The fans are just realizing it, and listen to the roar here at Paul Brown Stadium.
And the Bengals defensive huddle just realized it, and the Bengals defensive huddle led by Adam Jones trying to get the crowd into fever pitch, make it that much more difficult for the offensive line and Landry Jones to operate.
The Steelers return. Fasten your seatbelts.
Yes.
15-10 Pittsburgh. 3:28 left here on the Bengals Radio Network. Again, Green out to the left, Sanu and Jones out to the right. Hill in the backfield, the ball on the left hash. McCarron 5 yards behind the line, takes a shotgun snap. It's a 4-man rush. A.J. downfield for A.J. Green. He catches it and goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Raymond Anthony McCarron to Adriel Jeremiah Green. A 25-yard touchdown, and the Bengals have a 1-point lead with 1 minute and 50 seconds to go, and the Bengals will go for 2.
You got to go for 2 because that'll make it a 3-point game, and they need a field goal to tie. It does you no good to go for 1. You go for 2 in this situation. What a play by A.J. McCarron finding A.J. Green, and fittingly, Mike Mitchell misses the tackle.
The Steelers have all of their timeouts left. Plenty of time, 1:50 on the clock, and they only need a field goal. The Bengals lead at 16-15. Nugent getting set to kick it off. Wheaton waiting about 5 yards deep in the end zone. Landry Jones will have the chance to be the hero. Here's a high end-over-end kick. Wheaton's going to run this one out from 2 yards deep in the end zone. Following the wedge up the middle of the field. Spun to the ground at the 15-yard line. To say it is pandemonium here in Cincinnati. 1:43 on the clock. 1st and 10 Pittsburgh down by a point. Landry Jones back to throw from his 5 over the middle. Perfect interception. Montez perfect comes away with a football. The Bengals have the ball with 1 minute and 36 seconds to go. Montez perfect sprinting toward the locker room. He has run inside the locker room, which makes no sense. He better come back out before there's a penalty flag. The Bengals will have the ball. There was an injured Bengal around the 10. Wallace Gilberry, he's on his feet. Paul Sparling out to take a look. Wallace limping toward the sideline, but a leaping interception by Montez Perfect in front of Marcus Wheaton gives the Bengals the ball with 1:36 to go.
What a comeback. The Bengals come back 17 points down with 14 minutes to go They come back 15 points down in the fourth quarter to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and all they have to do is run out the clock to win it. What an effort by the Cincinnati Bengals.
Vontez Perfect has emerged from the locker room. Thank heaven to protect the ball. 1:36 to go. They have it at the Pittsburgh 26-yard line. The back's in the eye behind A.J. McCarron. He will turn left, give it to Jeremy Hill. Hill running down to the 20. The ball comes out. The Steelers pick it up and get tackled back at the 9-yard line. Are you kidding me? The Bengals are pointing to the ground, but the Steelers have the football.
Unreal. Unbelievable. Coming out with the football and jogging to the sideline with the football.
Recovered by Pittsburgh, 1st and 10.
Unfortunate. Jeremy Hill ran hard. He made a nice run, but ball security is paramount. It doesn't matter. You got to give up the yards to make sure you put two hands on the football and wrap it up. Period.
That would be the most infamous fumble in Bengals history if the Steelers come back and win this game. 1st and 10, Pittsburgh at the 34, 41 seconds to go. The Bengals up by a point. An injured Ben Roethlisberger waiting for the shotgun snap. Catches the high snap. Looking. His pass incomplete. He gets belted as he gets rid of the ball. Roethlisberger stumbles to his feet. Johnson and Gilberry were there. The incomplete pass stops the clock with 37 seconds left.
I'll tell you what, Ben Roethlisberger is as tough as they come. Wallace Gilberry hit him right on that right shoulder as he was trying to throw the football. This guy can suck it up with the best of them.
I don't think he can throw it downfield.
That's what I'm saying. His range is very limited. He's throwing lollipops. The ball he threw to Tucson was just a lollipop.
On 2nd and 10 from his own 34, 37 seconds to go. The Bengals up by a point. Roethlisberger catches a high snap. Screen out to the left, caught by Bryant. Has a blocker in front. Great job by Iloka to ride him out of bounds. At the 37, just a 3-yard gain. It does stop the clock with 32 seconds to go.
Now you can't play prevent defense. You have to challenge everything, and you have to tackle well. George Iloka came up and made a great play on that. If you can keep him in bounds, obviously that's a big deal as well.
3rd down and 7. The Steelers hit their own 37. Heath Miller, Marcus Wheaton, and Martavis Bryant go out to the right. The great Antonio Brown out to the left where he's matched up against Adam Jones. Roethlisberger takes the shotgun snap, hands it off. Fitzgerald Tucson tripped up when it looked like he was going to have a big gain. Michael Johnson got him down at the 41, and the Steelers have to call a timeout. They're second with 25 seconds left. It'll be 4th and 3. The game is going to come down to this play.
Boy, I'll tell you, that was an unbelievable play because he was taken to the ground. I mean, Villanueva put him on the ground, and Michael Johnson found a way to get back up off the ground and make a shoestring tackle. Amazing effort by Michael Johnson.
A diving while on the ground shoestring tackle by Michael Johnson. Wow.
It comes down to this. If you get a 4th down stop, you win the football game.
28 seconds on the clock. The Steelers down to their final timeout. They're still about 30 yards from field goal range under rainy conditions. Roethlisberger dries off his hands on the towel attached to his uniform. Sends 3 receivers out to the left. Heath Miller out to the right. Big Ben on 4th and 4. It's going to be a 35-yard attempt. Boswell is 3 for 3 tonight from the right hash mark. The punter, Barry, is the holder. 18 seconds to go. Boswell is ready. Barry puts it down. Boswell's kick is up, and it is good. The Pittsburgh Steelers lead with 14 seconds to go. Ben Roethlisberger, nickel and diming his way down the field with an injured shoulder. The Bengals have 2 devastating penalties after the fumble by Jeremy Hill, and they have seemingly handed a playoff victory to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Self-destruction, you can't describe it as anything but. Fumble, penalty, personal foul penalty. Man, I'll tell you what, you know, I'm almost speechless. I can't believe this football team melted and unraveled the way they did down the stretch after taking a lead and playing so well. And then you think back,
and getting an interception.
And you think back on so many other things. If Vinny Ray makes his interception, if Bryant doesn't catch that ball in the end zone, if and buts were candy and nuts. But they had the game won, and to unravel the way they did, it's crazy. Joey Porter is down in the football field. He's in the Bengals huddle, and they're trying. And I mean, what's Joey Porter doing out in the field in the Bengals huddle? I mean, that's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And that was before the flag on Adam Jones.
Amazing.
Adam Jones will go back to try to return this kick. We have seen just about everything here in the fourth quarter. How about Adam Jones taking one back to the house?
Well, he had the last penalty that gave him the field goal. He had the last 15-yarder. So, hey, the key to winning is poise under stress. The Bengals certainly were not a case of poise on that particular sequence. And Ben Roethlisberger, man, that guy's got some guts. He really does.
18-16, Pittsburgh. Downfield, shotgun snap to McCarron. The clock is going to run out. McCarron scrambling toward the right. He will step into a deep throw downfield into traffic, batted down by Ryan Shazier. And the Pittsburgh Steelers move on to Denver as they beat the Cincinnati Bengals under a heroic effort by an injured Ben Roethlisberger by the final score of 18-16. The season ends. The streak continues. 25 years and counting. Pittsburgh 18, Cincinnati 16.
The end of this football game is ridiculous. I mean, the Bengals have nobody to blame but themselves. Self-destruction like that is inexcusable. Totally inexcusable the way they finished this football game. They put themselves in great position to win it and then flat out gave it away by losing all their poise, composure. Act like you've been there before, play like a pro.
On December 13th, Marcus Gilbert tweeted, "All I want for Christmas is the Bengals, because they always choke in the postseason." He gets the last laugh tonight, because unfortunately Cincinnati completely and unequivocally self-destructed in the final minute and a half of this game. They had the lead, they had the ball. A fumble and critical penalties cost the Bengals this game when Ben Roethlisberger was incapable of throwing it downfield with his injured shoulder.
I'll tell you, you can self-destruct by turnover, self-destruct by penalty, and the Bengals did both in a very short period of time. And Ben Roethlisberger rides off into the sunset, a big cowboy hero right now.
In 48 years of Cincinnati Bengals history, this very well could be the worst loss they have ever suffered. I mean, the two Super Bowl losses obviously hurt more in one sense, but to have a chance to end 25 years of frustration against an arch rival and hand it to them as a Christmas gift, unbelievable.
And all they're doing is looking around saying the officials took the game away from us. No, you took the game away from yourselves. You talked about how in the last game you lost your poise and it wasn't going to happen again. Totally lost your poise in an inexcusable fashion. I mean, a lot of guys, this one, Dan, is going to be hard to get over. It's going to be hard to let go. I mean, it's honestly disgusts me the way this game ended.
The four teams standing in the AFC: Denver, New England, Kansas City, and Pittsburgh. Again, the final, 18-16, Steelers.